Hey, Mark here, and after a disappointing day 3 of OpenAI, in which UK and EU users were teased with Sora but unable to use it. I even tried using a VPN and I still could not use it. So it looks really good. Just have to look and dribble enviously at other people using it on YouTube. However, day 4, we've got an update to the Canvas. So the Canvas was previously in beta, but it's now available for all ChatGPT users. So that includes free and paid users. And the Canvas enables side-by-side collaboration for writing and coding. And definitely in terms of the writing, it definitely feels like a very collaborative experience now. So I'll show you that and how that works and the updates that have come with that. And for coding, it will now allow users to run Python code directly within the Canvas. It displays outputs like text and graphics in real time, so you can actually run that code and see what it looks like. And on top of that, the Canvas will now be available to use within custom GPT. So without further ado, let's dive in and I'll show you how it works. So the first thing you'll notice when you go into ChatGPT, you have this little icon here, which is new, and it goes View Tools, and you can go in there and look at the tools. So you've got find on the web, use DALL-E, use O1, or Canvas. I mean, these extra ones I don't really think you need because you've got the search here, so I don't think we need that. And O1 obviously we can just select up here. I think the strange thing and the disappointing thing is that O1, we know from the release just a couple of days ago that O1 is now the best tool or the best LLM that OpenAI has for coding. Yet we can't use Canvas with coding. So if we switch this to O1 and view the tools, we just got reasoning. We haven't got the option for coding or using Canvas, which is a shame. But if we click the Canvas button here, let's start with the writing. So let's write a story about a new digital currency that transformed money and the problem comes with ongoing money printing. There you go, humdinger. So what you'll see is, and if you're familiar with Canvas, you've seen this before, it pops out into the Canvas. The Canvas on the right hand side here, and then your chat window over on the left. Now this is creating my story. In the year 2035, humanity faces an economic crisis unlike any before. Governments around the world have been printing money at unprecedented rates to stave off recessions and fund ambitious social programs. While these efforts temporarily bolstered economies, they also sowed the seeds of runaway inflation and eroded the trust of traditional currencies. So this is our story. So what you can do is you can go in and go, this is like an annotation aspect to this, or a notes aspect to this. So you can say annotate this story to make it more engaging for the average reader. What we'll get now is we'll get some comments coming up and some suggestions. So it doesn't just do it straight away. Now if you could get it to do it straight away if you reword it differently, but because I said annotate, or you can write comment, then it'll give you suggestions here. So consider opening with a more vivid description of the economy crisis to immediately draw the reader in. So you can say, okay, apply, and you'll see this little speech bubble here where it's thinking, and then it goes and adds some additional information in there based on the note that is provided. So you could elaborate on the coalition's background or motivations to make their innovation more relatable. You might describe a specific scene, individuals benefiting from the golden age to make the impact feel more tangible. So that sounds good. So you can just keep going and adding these things. But you can, I think the thing that's good here is that like I say, it's very collaborative. So you can bold things, you can text things, you can actually rewrite certain sections of the story here, and work on it side by side with ChatGPT, which I think is really nice. So you can, it's literally a collaborative process at that point. So if we add in we want this story will be for a technical audience in more technical detail. If I'd say that, it'll just go ahead and do it. It won't actually annotate it or make suggestions. It's because I've just said go ahead and do that. It's going through now and just changing the story, so it's got more technical detail in there. You see the story's getting a little bit longer here too. So I've incorporated more technical details about the quantum ledger system, its architecture, and potential policy tools to align the story with technical audience. Let them know if there's any other aspects you'd like to expand on here. You've got a few options here which we've seen before in the beta version. So you've got suggest edits, which you can just outright suggest edits. You can adjust the length if you want to make it shorter or longer. You can change the reading level, so that's anything from high school, graduate, down to kindergarten, so you can change the level of the story there. You add final polish, so that will give it, if you remember, this one does some nice formatting and things like that, so you can go ahead and do that. So there you go, it's given the title sort of bolding, it's given us a subheading there, so that's the final polish feature. But then once you're done, there's literally a copy button up here. Click copy and you can go and paste that into wherever you need this story to go, or wherever you need your work to go. And that's it. So yeah, I mean, you've seen it add emojis before. It goes a bit wild when it adds emojis, but yeah, that's it. You've got also like a show changes thing here, so you can see what it changed, what it added in the last iteration, and you can also go back to previous versions. So if you click this, you can say restore this version, and it'll go back to it if you didn't like some of the changes that it made. So that's the canvas in terms of writing. So pretty good, I think. There's some really good updates there, and I think it really feels like a collaborative process in working side by side here with this, and have it make suggestions, and you can really coerce it to like write how you want to write and make suggestions for new things, and then just add them in as it feels right. So I think side by side that looks really good. Let's show you some of the coding features then now. So we'll go ahead and do Canvas again and say write some Python code that outputs the Bitcoin price. So we'll start with that. And this will pop open a Canvas again. There you go. And what you'll notice is we've got all of this code review stuff that we've seen before again in the beta. So there's the add comments, so you can go and get it to comment some of the code so you can understand what's going on. Add logging, so you can add like logging in there. If you've got an error, an issue, you can add logging in to help debug it. Fix the bugs, port to a different language, or do a code review. So this is all stuff that was already in, even on the beta, so I won't go through that again. What you can do is then go ahead and run this code. So if we do this, we should see a result hopefully come out here. So it's used the CoinDesk API for this. So run initializing environment. Okay, so let's run the code and see what it comes out like. Installing packages. Okay, so I did pop this open. There are a few warnings here, but it still ran the code, I think. Yeah, here you go. Ooh, let me move this up. There you go. It's actually plotted the price over the last 12 months, which is good, except the price is very wrong there. So I don't know where it's got that data from. Oh, it's done the dates, so I can just change that. So the dates show 2023. Today's date is 11th December 2024. Can you show the previous months to this? So yeah, you can see in 2023 the Bitcoin price was, what was that, like 5,000? Okay, let's see. Let's run it again. Yeah, so that's not quite working, is it? It hasn't got the right prices in here. Still, yeah, don't really know why that isn't working properly. As I say, we're not using the latest model, which is the best for coding. But that's not really the point of this video. We wanted to see the canvas in action. We can see the canvas in action, and yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice user experience. I mean, I generally use Cursor, and I use the LLMs within Cursor to write my code, so it's a bit of a different experience writing it here. If you've got ChatGPT, the desktop tool, you can integrate ChatGPT with Cursor in that you can add a plugin to ChatGPT which will look at the open Cursor window and determine the code, but it's still not as slick and smooth as an experience as just working with the code editors directly, or the LLMs within the code editor directly within Cursor itself. So yeah, it's still a bit of a not great experience, and I can't imagine how they're going to use this within Cursor. I don't think they're going to use the canvas within Cursor. That would seem a challenge and a bit strange to me, I think. But it'd be interesting to see. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on how that might work or not, and whether that's something you'd like to see. So I think we're going to wrap it up there. We've left it going on quite a long time for what was going to be a short video. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.